In February, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni signed a controversial anti-homosexuality law, also known as the Kill the Gays law, into effect. The law has been toned down somewhat since it was initially proposed, and the controversial death penalty aspect has been called out. However, the law as enacted still criminalizes the promotion of homosexuality and requires citizens to report anyone suspected of being gay to the police. In many cases, convicted homosexuals face life imprisonment. Since then, many in the West, Europe, and South Africa have condemned the law, and in some cases have limited or cut off diplomatic relations with the African country. However, the law does have widespread international support amongst evangelicals, including a group of conservative Anglican archbishops. The Global Anglican Future Conference has released a statement which seems to equate international displeasure over the harsh Uganda law with acts of violence and natural disasters. The Archbishop's statement reads in part, "We are equally concerned for the affected communities in Chile from the recent earthquake, terrorist attacks in Kenya, and the backlash from the international community in Uganda from their new legislation." A new law recently signed by Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta officially legalizes and recognizes polygamous marriages. At the signing, Kenyatta said, "Marriage is a voluntary union of a man and a woman, whether in a monogamous or polygamous union." The bill gives a man the legal right to marry as many women as he chooses with no limitations on number. In an early iteration of the law, first wives were given the right to have a say in all additional wives. However, several male members of Parliament were successful in having that provision stricken. The new law has met with both praise and criticism from religious groups as well as from women's rights advocates. Christian clergy have come out against the new law, while Muslim clergy are singing the law's praises. Women's groups are happy that the law now grants some legal protections for wives in multiple spouse households, but they are upset that the right of refusal is being denied to the first wife. Ironically, nobody seems upset that the new law does not grant women the right to have multiple husbands. During the April meeting of the United Methodist Church's General Council on Finance and Administration in Little Rock, Arkansas, a decision was made by the organization's highest court upholding a recommendation from their board of directors concerning staff benefits for agency employees at church agencies. The church court has determined that offering medical and other benefits to staffers and spouses in same-sex relationships does not violate the organization's Book of Discipline, which prohibits giving United Methodist funds to any gay caucus or group or otherwise use such funds to promote the acceptance of homosexuality. The decision is only applicable in those states where gay marriages has been deemed legal and does not alter their position prohibiting their clergy from officiating in same-sex marriages. The decision is not sitting well with all members of the Methodist clergy. As conservative Methodist pastor the Reverend Tom Lambrecht wrote on his blog, it adopts a policy that contradicts church teaching on the definition of marriage, not only violating the beliefs and values of church members, not to mention Scripture, but creating confusion by sending a mixed message about what United Methodists believe.